So, let's talk storytelling. A craft in which you give a universe depth and wonder. A craft that seems to be discarded like a dumpster baby in a prom night for Elite Dangerous. Let me elaborate here a bit. Now, as it goes from a casual person's perspective, there really doesn't seem to be that much story in Elite Dangerous. Yes, that's completely right. As a filthy casual, I find myself learning basically very little about the game and its universe as I simply go about playing it. And it's telling how poorly thought out the narrative delivery is in this game. So let's start from the beginning. I log in the game for the first time and immediately I have no clue what to do, or what the world, or in this case, universe, is all about. After some weeks of playing, I learned of Empire, Alliance, Federation, extremely little about power play, and from time to time there is some news popping up in Galnet. But most of the things that they are reporting are just half paragraph of random things happening. Now, unless a player goes out of his way searching for the story of the game, even the basic surface level story, you won't encounter it. This is bad. Not as bad as Planside 2, but they share a similar issue. The story is very deep into the septic tank of the internets and super random puzzles, beacons and whatnot else in the galaxy. Having puzzles is wonderful, don't get me wrong, I like that. But when you're talking about story or narrative of the game, at the very least, the basic setup should be explained, don't you think? Especially to new players like myself that is new when it comes to the series. So first things first, I understand for the multiplayer game you can't have a spark of the moment impromptu stories happen. You have to have some sort of story happening over a course of a week or a month so everyone has a chance to take part in it. That is the MMO storytelling curse, I know. On the other hand, you can release a big bulk of missions or story to be done by players if you want a faster pace of storytelling. But nevertheless, either it's a drip feed of story or bulk delivery. What Elite Story writers have missed out is the obvious. It's no fun going elbow deep into that dead horse's colon digging for scraps of material. Take examples of any MMO game out there. They give out missions / quests, etc. to be done, and along the way earn some quite unique gear and cool stuff, and learn a little bit about the world or part of it. And this simple technique seems to be absent in Elite Dangerous almost completely, and that's really sad. You have chain missions, why are you not using them properly? As far as I can personally tell, there are plenty of story mission opportunities out there, but nope, let's dribble some beacons and that's it! Screw that! What I want is a little bit of effort put into narrative delivery. Do you know how cool it would be to complete a story mission for collecting audio logs on INRA bases? Seriously, I've listened to some of them, and they are well voice acted, but unless you go out of your way looking for them, normal players won't ever go and check them out. Just by randomly dribbling out some bases out there, you're wasting effort on making these things. If I were voice actor for one of these, I would be rather sad that only few people cared to go and listen to my work. Seriously, these people have done well with these logs and deserve to be heard. In fact, here's some of them right now.
Always the same results. I keep telling them, there's only so much we can do with the samples we've been given. We need a living specimen.
Oh, and actually there is one story-based mission in the game, the Ancient Ruin mission. And even this mission is horribly crafted. First off, you're given a mission to go scan the ancient ruins. The mission states that you have to go and do it, but never tells you where any of them are. Not even a clue. Nothing. Do you expect a casual player to go and do homework for you? Come on, after the initial week of discoveries, just add the systems and coordinates to them. Then, of course, make sure that they work, because for a long time, the update that it was named after actually had this thing broken, so you could not finish it. Great job! Bravo! You go to a site, pick up some artifacts and scan obelisks. In turn, you get both money for each correct scan and also some lore. Yes, this is how you do story missions more or less right. But here are some more issues. Due to this amazing, genius design, the mission does not log which data you have and have not. So basically, you have to keep a spreadsheet for this on your own, because this stupid thing has 101 logs. Yes, This is what I had to do, not to mess up. And this is not the only instance where you can say following sentence. I can't believe how much Elite devs rely on third-party tools and its community to provide its own players with the things they really need. Now, if Elite Dangerous was an MMORPG, its quests would be something like this. Mission name, Palin's Issues. Mission task, kill 10 boars and collect 90 sheets of paper. Mission description, Palin wants you to do something. Now go do it. Mission reward, 1 canister of bio-waste. There would be no counter or a list of things you still need. The mission would be simply staying open until you complete it. That's idiotic! Oh, and worst of all, after a while, this ancient ruin mission got nerfed in reward too! Official statement is this, and I paraphrase. This mission was planned to be open only for a week or so, and after that period it would be replaced by Palin's missions. But we opted for leaving it in and instead nerfing the payout. How generous, aren't they? This is so stupid, I can't believe it. Has no one in the company ever played MMORPG games? Never! So let's take an example from, let's say, RuneScape, Guild Wars, or WoW. All these games offer some missions that change the in-game world. But nevertheless, all the starter level missions are still available after years and years. So new players can experience the discovery for themselves. I can't believe that I have to explain this, but the fact that Elite devs seem uninterested in building a narrative, and better yet, preserving it for newcomers so they can enjoy the story that they have crafted, really feels like they just want to live in the moment and forget the past. So to hammer this home for those that have short-term memories, story missions are a great way to tell a story. Oh, and do tutorials too, you morons! Oh, and having missions provide some tools and information so players actually don't have to use third-party tools would be wonderful. So there you go. But you know, it's funny. Currently it's 2.4 update. The update the devs said would be story-focused update. But what I see is a lot of disjointed events happening and not very coherent structure being built. Devs, you need to take examples from other, more successful games for once, and adapt and improve your own work. As I look at intro bases and generation ships, the voice acting and storytelling that is basically wasted effort there is just sad to look at. All that work and only few people ever go and look at them. Also, story missions that reward people well, like before nerf, Ancient Ruin Mission, only increases the fun to have with these things. I certainly enjoy doing it because at the end I managed to get some cool reward. So in the end, let me know what you think of story and storytelling in Elite, and what you would like to see happen. And the ground gets darker, and it gets lighter, and it gets darker, and it gets lighter, and it gets darker. Yay! Because of course that's how things work, right? Yeah, I don't think so either.